Hello and welcome to another episode of Piano TV. I'm Allysia, your host, and the reason today's episode is a little bit later than usual is because I recorded the video in advance, as I always do, but then the thing that I was talking about sold out really fast, so yeah, I guess I have to record a brand new video, and I'll tell you about the thing that sold out so that if you want to join the same program in the future, you'll have a little bit of information to do so, and I'll share with you the links and stuff. So let's get started. This video isn't just about things that have sold out, so it's not just going to be like, hey, here's what you can't have. The main thing that I wanted to let you guys know is that this year, for the first year ever, I am offering online piano lessons. I've had so many people email me and ask me if I do any teaching online for years, pretty much ever since I started my YouTube channel. And my answer's always been no, because I've had a busy home private studio and I just haven't had like the time or capacity to schedule anyone else into my schedule. But since my husband and I are kind of in like a transitional state in our lives and towns and careers and stuff like that, I decided that this is going to be the first year that instead of teaching in person, I'm actually going to shift to teaching online. So what that means for you is I am now offering private piano lessons. You can schedule a lesson with me if you want. But I'm keeping my schedule pretty restricted. So we'll have to play it by ear. We'll see how many of you want lessons, but I'm aiming for about 4 people a week. And you're welcome to schedule regular lessons. You're welcome to schedule just like one lesson if that's all you want. Totally your call. But it's super easy. I'm doing everything through Calendly. You don't really need to know any of the details about that, but all you have to do is go to the link, look through my schedule and find a time or day that works for you, and then book it, and then you're good to go, and that's all it is. So my private teaching is in 45-minute increments, and the reason I do this is just because it's what I've been doing for years. It's kind of my favorite teaching bracket, unless I have a really advanced student, which then would necessitate an hour, or a student who's doing a lot of theory at the same time that they're doing repertoire. 45 minutes is, I think, the perfect amount. What I found with 30-minute lessons is, even with little kids, I teach 6 and up, but the 30-minute lesson, it's like you're just getting in the zone and you do like the bare essentials and then the 30 minutes up and time to go. Whereas that extra 15 minutes allows you to do some extra things. It allows you to play a little game or do a little sight reading or, just do something that's outside the box of just like the method book. So I really like 45-minute lessons because I feel like you get a lot more breadth and it makes the lesson so much more enjoyable, much less of a grind. And yeah, it allows for a lot more detail work. So I'm scheduling 45-minute lessons only because of that, although I am willing and open to negotiate hour-long lessons as well for students who would require that for one reason or another, but I'm not going to do 30-minute lessons, so just so we're clear there. Private lessons, again, I'll link everything below, so if that's something you're interested in. My plan is to be offering these at least through the school year, so between September and June, I'll be offering private piano lessons, so jump on board sooner if you want, later if you want, it's totally up to you. One thing I want to mention with the private lessons is that in general, I am equipped to teach someone from a complete beginner level up until about a grade 8 RCM level. Whoa, did you just see that fly? But yeah, if you're quite an advanced player, if you're kind of past that grade 8 level, you're working in more advanced repertoire, I wouldn't recommend me as a piano teacher just because I haven't been trained in the pedagogy of teaching advanced students. In my own studio, when I've only had a few students kind of hit that grade 8 point and need to move on, but I've recommended them to a more specialized piano teacher. So for me, my main focus is beginners and intermediate students. That's kind of where I've had the most training and experience. So yeah, so that's where I'm most comfortable. I don't want you to, I don't feel like I'm the best person if you're an advanced student, so I thought I'd let you know that. All right, I think that's all about the private lessons. So there is another lesson-related offering that you can participate in if you want, and this one's really inexpensive. So for $10 a month, you can hop on over to my Patreon account. It's basically just a monthly donation subscription service. So you donate $10 a month, and what I'll do on a monthly basis is I'll watch and review one of your piano pieces. So you can record a video of yourself playing something. You can let me know like anything you want about the piece, if you want any feedback or details, stuff like that. And and I'll give you a written, detailed feedback. It roughly equates to like a 10 or 15 minute lesson. So it's really, really small. But if you just want like a little bit of help every once in a while and you don't want to commit to, like maybe you already have a teacher, or maybe you can't afford or commit to private piano lessons, this might be a good option for you because it is so inexpensive. So I wanted to let you know that that is another option. And the option that I had to re-record this whole video for, I wanted to tell you about too. I'm actually the most excited about this, so I'm really happy it filled up fast. It's a hybrid between a piano course, which kind of like I've done already in the past with 30 days of piano, with the 6-week mini course, and with the songwriting workshop. But this one's more detailed and specific. But the course component, which I'll tell you about, like what the details of the course part are paired with private coaching. So it's kind of like a course and coaching package. I only had availability for 40 people, and 41, I don't know how 41 people got in. I set the like limit to 40 and somehow one extra person snuck through. But yeah, if 41 people signed up, within like 14 hours of opening it up. So so I announced it on Monday, assuming that, by Wednesday when I regularly put out a video, there'll still be availabilities and people will want to know about it. Nope, sorry about that. So this is one reason to be subscribed to my mailing list, because then you'll hear about these kinds of things before everyone else does on my videos. So anyway, this course plus coaching program, I'll talk about the course component, then I'll talk about the coaching component. So the course is basically, I don't have a good name for this, but it's like a DIY piano curriculum, or DIY piano path. Do-it-yourself piano curriculum. What I'm helping you with is how to navigate the vast quantities of piano repertoire, how to figure out what your level is, how to figure out what you should be learning, if what you're learning is good for you, if you need to make adjustments in what you've been practicing. And I want to give you a sense of where you're going. What is your piano practice going to look like now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I want to give you like a very clear path of where you're going. Now, originally I conceived this as just a standalone course, like the other 3 courses I've done, but I didn't want to release it until I had kind of test-driven some of the concepts with people in real life. This course is based on things that I've done in my private piano studio with kids and a few adults, but I need to road test it with adults and people from around the world to see maybe where the weaknesses are and the strengths are and things that I need to add and change and stuff like that before I put it into a complete course. So anyway, more details about what you can get for that, but that's kind of the gist of the course. Now for the coaching, it's going to be a weekly thing. So every week, you're going to be sharing with me something that you're working on, like piano piece, technique, whatever it is. And every week I'm going to be giving you feedback. So the personal coaching component and any verbal communication, like written communication we do throughout the week, equates to about 30 minutes of piano lessons a week. So it's, but the nice thing about it, and this is one of the things that I'm really happy about with it, is that we don't have to schedule a weekly time that we both have to meet and be present at the same time. I'm at a point in my life, having a small child and things like that, that I need to have a really flexible schedule. And sometimes I need to, be at the piano at 10 p.m. and that might not be possible if my child's sleeping and, things like that. So this is really great. And I think it'll work for other people as well, because other people can make recordings at their own convenience as well. So it roughly equates to about half an hour of private coaching a week, plus you get the course assignments, and that's another component of it. So every week has reading assignments, and about half the weeks have, and I never mentioned this is a 6-month program, so it's not like a short thing, but the other half of the weeks, you're going to have like written assignments, stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really fun. For the 41 people who have joined, I am so pumped that we're doing this. And we also have a group, like you can't join, unfortunately. It's a private members only thing. But I do have a wait list, so if you check out the links below, if this is something that you're interested in getting on board with the next time I run it, which will probably be, and don't quote me on this because it's subject to change, probably March of 2020, probably around the beginning of March. We'll see how it goes. Then you might want to get on that wait list so you can know in advance when it's going to be released. If it's anything like this time, it's going to go in less than a day, so you might want to just be ready for it. So join the waitlist if this is something that you would seriously consider. And I've done like a whole web page and FAQ and everything on this component, so check the links below if you want more details. And I'm sorry that it filled up so fast, but I'm actually really thrilled that it filled up so fast. I was going to leave it open for 2 weeks. I was like, oh yeah, 2 weeks is probably enough time to get like 20 to 40 people in. So yeah, apparently I need to rethink that strategy for next time. But the next time will be March. The private lessons are ongoing, so you can schedule them anytime between now and June. I'm not sure if they're going to be like filled up a lot or if they're going to be pretty available. Right now there's still quite a few availability, so nothing's too filled up yet. So yeah, we'll have to play that by ear. And then of course the Patreon option is always available as well, so you can join that whenever you want. I'm gonna wrap up this video. That is all. Those are my updates and my news and all that stuff, so I hope you're excited about it. I'm very excited about the change, a little nervous about it too, going from the private studio to the digital studio. Is gonna be a little bit of a learning curve, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Hang on, I gotta go turn off my laundry. Let's try that again. Hello, I am Allysia.